And waiting for it. What's up, guys? This is my tired, sick, normal self making a YouTube video for you guys. Just a small little quick one, just announcing some things that are probably gonna happen later on down the road. I don't want to say it's future content or anything, but whoops, I went out, so I didn't catch anything. I just played there. Yeah. Pretty much, I'm gonna plan on making more content. I don't want to say free-to-play-ish, but more or less around the free-to-play side, yes. And
Tenno, Kanzu needs your help. The Astrons have sighted infested life forms emerging from the boil. We need to deal with this thing immediately. Report to Kanzu in Cetus.
But yeah, no. Pretty much I'm gonna plan on making more free-to-play content like Warframe and like Let It Die and etc. So other games that you'll see more or less you can join me in or just talk or chat if I'm just, you know, happen to not be on a YouTube video, but you can happen to see, I guess, the creator of content that you guys like I said. I'm not promising very much down the future that's going to be groundbreaking, but I'm going to try as much as I can to focus around the free-to-play side so I can see how you guys feel around Warframe or games like that, which are mainly the bread and the butter for games that you can play when you don't have PlayStation Plus. And, like, not saying free-to-play is like, oh, it's the all low. It's like Warframe. We got this. This is a AAA game, in my opinion. And especially without even really needing to pay microtransactions. You could have, from now till then, from, like, where I started, this would have been minutes. But from a new player's perspective that could just have gotten a PS4 as a Christmas present, or just realized maybe free-to-play might be a better alternative just in case things go south. This is kind of a thing that I like. Warframe, it's a AAA game in my opinion. I would rate it a 10 out of 10. The grinding, yeah, some people hate grinding, but it's what makes the game like it is. And yes, people are going to say it's the poor man's destiny as an insult, but to me, it's the poor man's destiny that has made not a single dime for most. Or some, but still, point is, you don't really pay that much. And even then, they already have a market as it is, that the basic free-to-play that knows what they're doing with business and negotiations can get the best of the best gear with just a small few 10 plats. It can improve. It's the market. You know how to manipulate that. If you're into business, there's kind of like this trading system, so maybe you can get some negotiations in and all that. But yeah, you see, people are selling stuff for platinum, which is the premium currency, but you get some at the start. And as long as you didn't think of going to Fashion Frame for the first 5 seconds, which a lot of my friends did, no hate to them. They want a Fashion Frame, they go do that. I'm Fashion Framing right now, even then. And I barely have all the stuff at endgame. So, point is, like I said though, I'm going to be planning on making more content for you guys, and free-to-play related, so games like Warframe, Let It Die, and yes, before you get angry at me, Let It Die is not a multiplayer game, you're going to say, of course, but what I mean is, if I add you, of course, you can torture me in humilious ways, I guess, because some people have that great greed of just making someone just hate a game even more because their friend killed them in a game that was an AI bot. And if you don't get what I mean here, let me put this down in perspective. Let It Die is basically Dark Souls, but not only that, it's more. Which, your friends list is your enemy list, too. If you don't get what I mean, I'm not saying that you guys are my enemies, but I mean in the game, your person, even if you haven't played the game, you just didn't touch it. I've seen my friends that are not even touched the game have dead characters that are pretty much broken. Not like max level broken, but like with good weapons at level 1. And granted, I can still one-shot them. Goodies for me. But it's sometimes annoying because they can be improved. Because normally they're, what would you say? Good in small numbers, bad in multiple. And Let It Die is a weird game. You need multiple moments of being fast, on your feet, and thinking. And, the whole purpose of the game is to get to the top of the Tower of the Barbs. And not only that, they have a Clash of Clans feature, which I'll get more into that when I get more or less into more of these free-to-plays getting onto my system. But I think you guys might like the content, and if you don't get what I mean by Let It Die, you might have seen a small teaser of what happens when you play the game. And that's further from the newbie side. I'm actually on the second tier of enemies. Which is usually, like, I think the Marines type of people. Yeah, War Assemble. They're like the mercenaries, the paid, the greed, and the whole cold steel of weapons. Point is, Let It Die might be a game that I'm gonna have to figure out how I can sort my friends list without having to throw my controller in rage. Because all I know for sure is your friends list can be your enemies in a matter of like a snap of your finger. One time I waltzed down 20 and for some reason my friend spawned there. And he's never played the game, but he gets a level 45 character. And guess what? It one-shot me because it had one of the, oh yeah, I have one of the Yatsioma Chargers loadouts, which is the more OP hunters or haters. Yeah, they're called haters. So basically your friends list becomes hater list, which is weird, but yeah. Anyway, game's pretty good. I give it a decent rating, as long as it doesn't mean me breaking my controller in the frustration of not so much the microtransaction that they make off of it, it's just the sheer factor of the loss of doing so much, coming so far, and then just one enemy can just one hit you with a wrench. But that's because, like, each character has a glass house to something. Something can always be stun locked to some sort of weapon because of their armor set. Something can always be done by range or bullet, because stun locks for that. The point is your resistance stops that from happening too, but it won't help if you have glass houses to something like electricity with a gun, where the range has an effect too, which kind of counterdirects the fact that you're supposed to not stun lock from that. So, if I think of anything, I've mainly made characters that are just jack of all trades. I don't expect them to use guns, because mainly it's focused into melee, but of course that means one boss I have to despise of.
Tenno, there's a time-limited mission alert
But
available.
I do...
Check navigation.
But I do expect to see later down the road a character that's more ranged focused. I would call him like maybe Deadeye or something like that, but I've named all my characters. And yeah, more videos on free-to-play as I would try to do. Planning on through the later future. Maybe even then, depends on what happens. Anyway. So, yeah, and one question for you guys. I'm gonna try doing these more often. If you were to have any superpower / I guess supernatural ability, whatever, you could have super or X-ray vision, or some cheesy stuff like that, or you could just even then have like the ability to be invincible to one type of thing, or you can't just make yourself like complete godlike, but it's one ability. So don't just say you're a god now. No, that would not work, because there's different directions of gods and superheroes and comics and supernaturals. So just saying, depends on what you are and what you're planning on doing. Like, for instance, just like having the power to just summon fire from your hands. That's a supernatural or superhero thing. Fine by it. Your edgelord or edge memes, whatever, can relate to that. I just want to see what you guys do, and like I said, best comment, best heart, best reply, I guess. I'll try my best. I'm not good at accepting things because I'm not good at compliments usually. I could try to do my best to do a compliment, but for you guys it probably sound cheesy, so that's the reason why. I mean, I do probably would appreciate comments and all that for you guys to see how you would tackle to this trivia question. Me, I would feel you're probably gonna hate me on this, but I don't know. It's just I would feel more or less the side of like not breaking the world because of this, but just summoning items that I can summon that would help me. So for instance, like if this was a future thing, like people were aiming weapons at me, I could just aim like a disarm gun or pull out a gun or something as self-defense. Like that's like a thing I would think of as a superpower, just summoning something that helps me, not like that kills me, but you know, helps me. Because if you've seen stuff like 3D printers and junk, what if that was kind of like a thing I could do, just like summon something out of my hand, just like, oh, if I want a couple dollars for a game, $50. I'm just saying though, like summoning things that could help or be cool or something like that. I don't know. Seems like a cool idea. Anyway, I'm done with the trivia. I'm probably not going to do the outro. Like I said, these announcement videos are really not for it unless they're, you know, long ones. 10 minutes, 30 minutes of your time, which I don't try to go 30 minutes. I try to go 10, which the other minute was like, the other video that was announcement was 17. But just like a little quick future. I don't want to, and listen, I'm going to say this a lot. I do not hate the channel. I just don't like the fact of me putting you down. Like, I'm not saying that I hate my fans. I love you guys. You guys are the greatest of content. Or greatest of content. Oh, words. Tired person at YouTube. Anyway, no, I just love your comments, your feedback, your generalization of knowing the channel and enjoying it, even though I might put cheesy and just terrible maybe content in some people's eyes. But I try my best, and I'm glad that you guys are willing to stick forth down the road of the road less untraveled. Maybe? I don't know. It depends if I'll just become like the rest, an edgelord meme lord that does Pepe memes. But I hope not, because that's just that. No, stop that. Anyway, point is, see, I'm pretty much gonna try doing more free-to-plays later on in the channel. You got the comment trivia, of course. You can always replay this if you hear my ramblings and be like, wait, what did he say? Because some people don't really remember stuff like me. I can't remember stuff either. It's a problem. I have memory of goldfish sometimes. Anyway, you guys keep up supporting content and other viewers too. Don't just support like me. If you feel like you're only just watching me because, like, I don't know, you just really like my content, share the love to other people. The problem is you'll get bored of people kind of like me. Watching me too much and then seeing how PewDiePie is, it's like a slap in your face. It is, and I don't want to say that as a hateful thing. I'm just saying, like, open yourself around, because the more you get intrigued into, like music, gaming, anything, that helps a lot, because it just opens your mind to new diversities and keeps you entertained with one, like me, and keeps you entertained with others too, like PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, or other famous people, or other well-edited content, aka some people that I support. Grin, my cousin's channel. He actually edits pretty decently. I wouldn't say top-notch, grade A PewDiePie material. Just saying, no hate towards my cousin's channel. I would shout him out a day I can. I just gotta figure out how to put the link in. But yeah, all I got is a little bit of advice. Spread your taste and, I guess, your taste of what you watch into different paths, because the same path can bore yourself or show that this is probably too much or too little. Just saying. But anyway, keep up the great keep up the great support, keep up the love for the channel, I guess, and have at 'em. You're royalty, we're royalty, we all royalty in this, I guess. I don't know. Listen, this is not an outro, so that does not count, even if it was cringy, okay? But, yeah, more or less, Royalty Gaming signing off, and just keep doing what you're doing. Enjoy your days and enjoy your life, and be thankful that you live a life, you know, every day. Happy at the very least, or somewhat happy. Keep up the great support, like I said, though, and I'm gonna be stuck with this forever. It's kind of my thing. Yeah, I'm just gonna end the video. I'm gonna end the video here. See you guys later. Peace.